We deleted
Oh, yes,
it already?
it's Group B.
I will add that, and I should be all set at... What was it, 1 second? Now I'm at 10. 3.
Cool.
You ready?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the biddies, Kickers Emden. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to DM Nations Cup USA B, the Zuno and the family team. What are the family team for game 1? As it is boOmstik and backyback playing against International A, Griffin's ragtag troop of all the countries. In the north, we will see boOmstik with the Britons. Early T's he's placed. Okay, and early castles. Playing against Griffin's Malians. That's a beautiful matchup for Malian champs. But we're opening camels. And in the south, we've got Georgians for backyback facing off against Nathespike with the Sicilians. Pockets, Gamerisdc with the Mapuche, and Strikemuffin with the Khmer. Where are the champs, Tom?
It's not gone well. Smurf the Spike has lost 2 vills to the Georgian Hussar.
Oh. Not so Smurfy after all.
No, not so Smurfy after all. Sicilians will get their castle up, and only 1 barracks. They were definitely vulnerable to a high dose of pressure. I'm not a mega lover of heavy camel rider, but they are one of the faster produced units in the game. So, you know, making a few of them is not terrible. But a 9 stable opening
versus Britons? Yeah. I mean, I guess you need to play camels with the Khmer pocket. But you really want those Malian champs against Brits.
Well, it's tough, right? Because Britain champions are better than Malian champions when it comes to a one-on-one fight. Which is always that bemusement of the late game. But if you force the Britons into going champions instead of heavy investing into their longbow instead, that's good. And it also means if there's less halbs on the field, you give yourself and your teammates a better position. So I do still prefer going champions as the Malians, but that's because I am biased and a little odd.
I want to see how good the Bolas riders do against elephants in the middle here, just because I'm interested in what the unit can do. It doesn't seem to do that much damage. It has pass-through damage with the unique tag, so there's that, I guess.
The numbers are threatening, but it takes quite a lot of micro to kill 1.
Yeah, it's Vietnamese elephants
of it.
too. No, it's Khmer elephants. They don't have much speed.
Yeah.
Pushes starting hard from backyback in the south on to Nathespike. 2 trebuchets set up. Aiming for that castle, ignoring the donjons for now. Elephants coming in there as well. And Mapuche, it's so hard to support until you have a mass of these Bolas riders. It's starting to be a mass, but Gamer has stopped producing? He can't be out of res already. No, Mapuche are dirt cheap and they get res back for every unit that dies. So Gamer's just forgetting to queue more Bolas.
This is a lot of pressure coming in. We've also not really been able to expand onto the land a huge amount. We've started to get some donjons down for Nathespike, but not enough. This is a slow push, and it's a steady push as well. Trebs go down in defense. The siege onagers of backyback doing some really nice work. And all in all, I will say that the Griffin's team definitely feels like they're a little bit on the back foot. I think what's disturbing me is the fact that Griffin should have been sort of eviscerated by the Britons by now, but that doesn't seem to have happened. He seems to be holding his own with camels against halbs, which I think might be the worst matchup in the game.
It's really not up to it. Like, longbows is also good against camels, right? Should be cavaliers or champs. I agree with Warpath. I mean, we also said it, right? Cavalier would have been an option too, I guess. The pocket isn't interested. Maybe the camels against the Khmer, but the Khmer are playing other side. And I mean, the Britain push is as always slow, but it is underway, I would say.
Yeah, slow and
faster
constant.
In the south, though. Massive Monaspa elephant mass running into the base of Nathespike. TC will go down momentarily. And yeah, I mean, the pocket Mapuche just really don't have the power. At least they've used their Mapuche now. But they've used it with relatively strong civs. I mean, Malians, you've got 2 of them, but Sicilians feels like a bit of a loss here.
Yeah, I mean, Sicilians aren't a terrible civ on this. But they're another one of those slow push civs, and I guess we just weren't able to get ourselves into a sort of defensive position. It's a total clear up of Nathespike over on the right-hand side. And this game number 1 is Jova. We're just waiting for the GGs to roll in. 15 vills, 1 military for Nath.
Strikemuffin loving life. He loves elephants. He loves to play with elephants. He gets to double elephant ram combo. I mean, he's probably really happy.
GG.
USA. Takes game number 1.
Well, there you go. Comfy win for boOmstik and squad. I think they're probably favoured in this matchup anyway. Really.
Yeah, they're quite hugely favoured. They are favourites to win their group.
Their whole group? Wow.
I would say it's the death group though, right? So the other teams are also really strong, but I would still say like US UK, USAP is the top team. They're not supposed to be the top team there. We can take a look at the group for a second. It's what group D we said, right? No, that group B is Mexico. B, yeah. Yeah, group B is the death group though. Like Australia is super strong. Argentina looked really good against Australia as well. That was a really close series. And International A is one of the better Pool 4 teams. For sure. They had Oladeshek at the start. I think losing Oladeshek and duping out kind of hurt them, but with Oladeshek, they would have liked their chances a lot as well there.
Yeah, well, I'm a massive Oladeshek fan. So, you know, he's my favourite pancake. So, yeah,
but
that is a big loss.
Is it's like the 3 players we just saw are really super solid, right? And backyback is still underrated even after last TDM, I feel. But they also have Hazzy and Hydra and Grinchy, like Grinchy in C mod, top pocket, right? Hazzy obviously one of the best 1v1 players that we have. Hydra returning legend. So it's a very deep roster of 6 strong players for USAB.
Do you think they just swap out and so only play with their respective squads, and that's just how they roll?
Oh yeah, true. Now it's boOmstik. Now it's boOmstik Hazzy in the lobby. So I guess not. boOmstik is at least hosting again, so boOmstik will play again, and they will go to Golden Stream next as a home map for International A.
Okay. Who are we missing?
Well, the US.
I'm assuming we're getting a fresh player in.
Will it be the same? It's the same 3 for International A. So no Lamo so far. None of the new guy that I didn't know. Civ-wise, we had Sicilians, Mapuche, and Malians versus Britons, Georgians.
Wrecked hops in.
What was the third civ for USA? Oh, come on. Yeah, Wrecked is Hydra. So once again, someone with multiple names. Don't we love it?
Yeah. Oh, we love it. Yeah, absolutely love when people have different names from their Discord. Yep, love that.
Best thing for casters, right? We rejoice every time.
Yeah, we're like, oh, this is really fresh and interesting. I'm really glad this is happening. Doesn't make it this hard at all.
Never. It feels like throwing game 1, which is a bit wild. But yeah, maybe they didn't trust their like starts. Vinland Saga is very start reliant, right? I don't think that's the perfect map for International A. Especially not against like USAB, who all play DM since forever. Golden Stream though, will we see Chinese here? Or are they keeping Chinese, Spanish for Team Islands? That's the big question, right? They drafted 2 water maps.
You can't burn Chinese here, right? Like, they're a little bit oppressive from what we saw the last couple times on on watery maps, and is Golden Stream enough of a water map compared to just being a hybrid that you can really have?
Yeah, that's the question here, right?
Here.
Probably gonna see another Viking game there, maybe? Oh no, they equip Vikings for team islands as well. Huh. I'm not sure what you do with 2 water maps in the pool here. Maybe we see Bengali on a flank? They have good jump on water and can be very aggressive for International A. Which for some reason is National A here.
I don't even know what the Civ pool is, so, you know.
They're on stream.
I'm looking at your stream. I just see the last map.
Oh. God have told me overlay.
Well, I didn't know. I thought that was just what you were showing.
No, I meant to show the Civs, bro. We're talking about the Civs. I meant to show the Civs.
So, okay. What else have we got? So we've got Canyon Lakes, Golden Lakes, Team Islands, Golden Stream as well. There's a certain amount of like water-esque control on a lot of that.
Malay can be a decent flank here, I think. Maybe they go double elephant flank. Malay Bengalis for internationals.
Time for the Romans. That's what this is. This is Roman map. Fun water. Just go big old mass of swords and scorps backed up by Dromons. Yeah, there you go. That's my calling. Time
I have
for
a
Romans.
slight feeling USAP might think of throwing this map and playing like 2P Khitan Maya. It's the least played map. Maybe they didn't practice it much.
Do you waste Maya here?
Waste Maya is an interesting opinion. I think there's much to waste there. Human flank, I want to see it. Oh yeah, that could be also. They could go for a rush strategy, right? Human strengths or something on flanks.
And like, you throw it, you go for something hyper aggressive to see if you get the win, and if it doesn't work out, it's not necessarily the end of the world, but at least it's not a total throwaway of a map.
Oh, they have started. We will see the civilizations once I make sure I leave the previous game.
Humans and also Romans.
Right,
so we're
up.
all right. And Malay.
Malay.
I mean,
and they're using Spanish here. Okay, not doing Spanish on Team Islands. I don't know about that. I feel like Spanish are... I'd rather use Chinese here than Spanish. I feel like the cannons are now better on open water.
I don't hate it, like,
for Hazzy. Okay, they're using heavy hitters. Holy shit, Cuban's Magia's purpose. Okay, definitely not throwaway. They're aiming for the 3-0, I think. Pool 3 is a bit of a pool where you want a 3-0.
But also, this is like aggro, right? Like, they're gonna push hard.
I think USAP wants to end the set in 2 minutes.
Spanish, Romans, and Malay, they're very good holding civs. They can face up against this kind of pressure relatively well if their builds are clean. So, a lot of this down to the defensive setup. How exciting! I'll stop at 10 seconds again.
Are you loading in quicker than me?
No, I'm just letting you know that that's what I'll do.
Right, good. It should really keep the flags on Capture H. Like, it manages to keep the team names better nowadays than it used to be, but they refuses to keep the flags.
Okay.
Disconnect. Duty seat? Wrecked?
Definitely, because that's who's waiting.
It also fits the name.
Get wrecked.
Got it.
Get wrecked.
That was masterclass.
Masterclass for International A. I hope this was ranked, so they got a lot of points. That happened to us, man. Freaking Pinanji disconnected against Iceland, and they all had no DM elo. So we lost like 50 elo each of us. Because they were all 1k. And then they were 1,150 next.
Ooh. Has the Counter-Strike started yet? That's a very good question. Oh, it starts in an hour. Okay, I've got an hour. That's how long I've got.
Imagine watching Counter-Strike over DM Nations Cup. Turn! Is that a World Cup or something?
Well, I've got to see Vitality beat Na'Vi again.
Imagine knowing Vitality from other games.
Yeah. So when Vitality entered... yeah, I was like, what? The thing is that I'm not a Hera fan, right? I'm of a certain age and a certain temperament. Like, the Aftermath team was never my vibe. And that's fine. That's fine. So when Hera and Hart and Leary joined Vitality, which is the team that I support in Counter-Strike, and that's loosely support because Vitality is a French organization.
Yeah, that's surprising actually that you root for them then, no?
That's because Vitality currently has 2 ex-players from the UK's best organization. A player called Mezzy and a player called Flamesy. Both of them were on a team called Endpoint. Endpoint no longer exists really anymore.
They found the Endpoint.
Yeah.
What's always going to happen?
So now, whenever there are players on a team who played on Endpoint, I support that team out of patriotism.
So you're supporting the French out of patriotism as a Brit?
Well, yeah. Yeah, anything for the win, really. Basically, they weren't winning until they picked up the 2 ex-Endpoint players, and now they're the greatest team to have ever touched the game. So I'm just saying that the pieces that they needed...
Yeah, I mean, if France and Britain come together, there's a lot of possibilities.
Well, that's it. When France and Britain stop fighting, we're the greatest teammates ever because we're so different. They're French and weird, and we are not French.
But also weird. But we also have a game. I'll go and stream. That was too easy, man.
Don't know what you mean.
You did. They made also Dave try to talk British on his cast. I'm at 0 seconds actually. Should I go to 10?
I'm at 0 seconds.
Go to 0, right? 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Golden Stream, home map of International A. But the civs are banger for the US boys. boOmstik with the Cumans, Perma Pocket, and a mega flank even for wrecked. Griffin might get wrecked as the Malay on the opposite side. Spanish Pocket, and then Gamer will play your favorite civilization? No, your second favorite civilization.
Yeah, I do. I really like the Romans. And also, if we're talking about like on paper, what is currently the most effective like 1v1 civ, I think that might be Romans right now with the current kind of meta. So
nice clump. Gamer has smoothly closed off his base, didn't even let the Hussar in. Problem, he can't really fit his villagers onto that castle, but so far he's safe from step lancers at least. That's at least something.
Except the 2 villagers that are on the other side of the fucking castle. Is what both him and Griffin did. Went for a clump and did the clump kind of weird. did the clump kind of weird. Exactly.
Castle
clumped
goes up
out.
for Griffin, though. Griffin at least got the castle up. That castle for Gamer might be more of an issue. Oh no, the house is being melted. The house is being melted. No! Gamerisdc. Step lancers all over. Pocket trying to calm that. At least that's the right direction. Coming to the one who doesn't have the castle up. 74, 75, 77.
I
but the
love
TC's
this.
going down.
Oh yeah.
So many united things, bro. The TC's going down. The game is about to conclude anyway, so we're not gonna pause for the flag now.
Thank you for pointing that out. That's because he had Britain on the brain. That's
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
Robert.
yeah, we're
He had
talking about
Britain
Britain,
on
yeah,
the
true.
brain. And Rizdik has Step Lancers on the brain. Step Lancers wrecking through the base. Down to 6 vills compared to everybody else up at 12 and 13. It's been a rough start for Gamerisdc. Houses not the effective
Gamerisdc?
kind of clump building.
What did you
Rizdik.
just say? Gamerisdc? No, he's not a dick,
Rizdik.
bro. He's actually
Rizdik.
really nice.
He's got Riz, and he's got a mighty fine dick. That's all you need to know. Very early.
What he does not have is a dick,
Yeah.
also called a TC. Well,
Yeah,
soon he will
he's-
have one again, and then we'll open up his face.
No.
No, 90
No,
down TC,
denied.
down TC,
Denied.
99.04% down TC. Rip.
And with the siege rams come rolling in, we are moments away from being completely defeated. Over on that
It's also
north
not
side,
great.
Griffin facing quite a lot of pressure, and it's just the Spanish are doing fine, but I tell you who's doing more fine. Hazzy, actually. Who knew that Hazzy was a water player? The combo of cannons, galleons, and elite cannon galleons being particularly effective for the Berbers, clearing up all of the navy of both Griffin and Nath, who is trying to support down this south
Game has 0
side.
hits, 0 TCs.
Yeah. Zero hope.
Great win for the British. Of course, on the water map, the British team wins.
Well, that's it. As soon as we gave them the Britain's buff.
I should have done that. Kind of worked against.
Against the Spanish as well. That's the only thing we ever
True.
do.
Just that Hagi's team actually lost on Team Islands against the Spanish.
Well, that... They just didn't know their history well enough. Well, there we go. Game number... two?
Am I even gonna change it? I changed it to American Samoa. That's an island nation that works too. And it's American.
It's close enough.
Well, GG. Unlucky, but also like these guys kinds of players, like, right? All 3 of the US players with Cubans.
Yeah.
This
was going to be a rush.
To hold, right? Oh, you banned Team Islands because you messed up. Ah, that was it. I don't know. I just feel like I look at your team and I look at you and I'm like, you're supposed to pick Team Islands and win it, and then something didn't happen that I was expecting there. You guys picking Team Islands and Huggy carrying it. And then I'm trying to look for explanations, but now I finally understood that it happened that Legend banned it because he didn't want to play it, and he acted like it was a mistake.
Classic Legend.
Well, Boom with the domination of the humans. Most kills, Hazzy with the most eco, but there was barely any, and yeah, well, pretty clear game 2. And I feel like USA doesn't want to play game 4 and game 5 by the Civ selection for this game, so I expect them to pick more heavy hitters for the third one as well.
There's a lot of confidence that they've got coming in. They know that they're favored, but they're not giving even a hint. Like, this is the most kind of aggressive game-ending DM-esque. I mean, that's very Hazzy, isn't it? Right? Like, that's very Hazzy. It's just go for the throat at every opportunity, full aggro.
It's very boOmstik as well.
Yeah.
boOmstik loves
The
these
only thing it
kinds
was
of
missing
violence.
was towers.
boOmstik has reformed, man. He doesn't need towers anymore.
So he won't complain when I ban them next time.
No,
Nice.
I think he actually won't anymore. He might still like feel obliged to complain, but I think he would play regardless. And he would not sit out a season because dungeons are banned anymore.
That's nice. That's the kind of growth that I don't expect from the deathmatch community.
Josh, man, well played earlier. You played so well. How's your back feeling?
Welcome back as well. You know, happy to have you back. We missed you.
Hey, you did great, man. With the Franks, you almost single-handedly won that game, but it just wasn't enough because I didn't move his ships to the middle. But you dominated so hard in that game 1, and obviously in the game 2. A very, very strong performance by you guys still against Spain. You should be very proud of that one. Like also the other guys,
really
but
nice
you
for
were
you
especially impressive, I found.
to have all your old DM players just appearing again for a little bit. Isn't that nice? Not since COVID, I think, has there been this spread of players playing.
Wait, game 1 was the map size too big? We only looked at that for Vinland Saga there, it was right. Felt like it was 6-player though. Oh lol. You would have so won that on 4-player map then.
Yikes.
Oh. What? Well, you were so worried about the Georgians that you didn't look at the map size.
Okay, well, Backy is back. The return of boOmstik, Hazzy, and backyback. Only Nath in at the moment.
I agree with him. I will also be right back.
Are we swapping out some players for our international squad? I guess the Team Pakistan is facing up against Team Arab at the moment as well. Which is fascinating because it's man Leo Monteiro, whose flag is Argentinian, and McLuffy? Where's McLuffy from? He's got a star. Look very Arab to me, as opposed to Zayu, Siege, and Ula.
If there's time, I might cast a Rex of that after this one. It looks like this one is a quick one.
Yes, well, I mean, what are we going to? It's
gonna be Team
Maxi
Islands.
joins.
Maxi, let's go! Maxi for the Team Islands domination. But they used his Spanish. He can't dominate with Spanish anymore.
What they got left? They've still got Romans. They've still got Chinese. And they've got Wei and Shu.
Yeah, bad loot transfers.
Yeah, but they're still good though, right? Compared to there's no Luchuan civs over on the other side.
That's true. What can USA play on water actually? Vikings, I
Yeah,
suppose, are almost
Vikings.
guaranteed. Saracens? Do they want to use Saracens on water?
Yeah, you don't burn it. They have to, with their civs, they kind of have to either clap something unexpected because they're gonna lose the water on civ balance. They can play out of their minds, but there's not. Like, what do you pick here?
No, Maxi actually played ships, and I think Griffin successfully convinced Maxi that ships or cannon gains are the and maybe Luchuans are the CA of the sea or something.
They've got high mobility and they shoot, which is
Yeah,
a cav
see?
archer on water. It makes total sense.
I feel like Maya could be played here for USA.
Yeah,
That he's no
I
water.
mean, they've got like a near enough full tech tree when played in a team game situation. But if that's it, if it's Maya, Vikings, and like, I don't know, 2B or some shit, like, that feels a bit throwaway. You could do Georgians. Georgians aren't the worst.
Oh, Trojan water, I never thought of that. Well, Maya miss Kabel halt, so their ships are a bit slower, I guess. No siphons on their fires as well. It's not as good anymore. No dry dock. What? Maya always used to be good on water. Now they get catapult gain, but it's some other text that they didn't choose to.
I think Huggy thinks Catans, Vikings, and Incas for water. Okay.
Do the Kitan bonus give you anything in Imp? No, it's useless on Karax in Imp.
Just thought
Trojan water is no Karak. No Karak's bad. No Kabelheim, no dry dock, no shipwright, no siphons. Nah, you can't play Trojans in water. What's Khitan water? No galleon. No galleon. No. No galleon. That's impossible.
Pool 3 is like the worst possible hybrid selection. It's awful.
Yeah, it's definitely not one you should pick when there's Team Islands and Golden Stream in the pool, I feel like.
Yeah.
But I guess Golden Stream worked with a land rush, but you can't really land rush like that on Team Islands. Griffin himself is sitting out. Captain benches himself. Nathespike, Maxi, and Gamer the 3 playing.
Okay.
I think that's the same 3 that played Team Islands against Australia, though.
And they did okay?
And they won.
Well, there you go.
Wonder if I can check that on Wikipedia. It's not Group B, it's Group B. Yeah, that was Team Islands. No, it was Lamo, Gamer, and Maxi.
Bengalis. Chinese and Shu. Vikings, Maya, and they are burning Saracens here.
Okay, well, if International A wins this reverse sweep, Civ-wise, might be possible.
Yeah.
They don't have any good Civs left after this for the US.
Because they've... What's left? So we've done Golden Stream. So it's Golden Lake and Canyon Lake. So I get... Losing Saracens, though. Ooh, not a lover.
I mean, it's their best water lineup, I think. Vikings, Maya, Saracens. Well, Maya, this we just look not that great anymore, but Vikings and Saracens are good. Maya will be the pocket. Maybe they sling also. Begali's Chinese Shu is a top lineup. Shu have amazing Luchuans. The rest of their ships kind of suck. Chinese have great ships in the dragon ships and amazing Luchuans. And Bengalis are just all around a good water surf with regenerating ships. And a good start with 5 fills. Thanks for the follow, Plopio.
What was that? Plopio?
That's what I read. Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe I butchered it. But that's what I read.
Plopg. Plopg.
We're loading in to Team Islands. Should I keep American Samoa or should I give them the US flag actually? I feel like after one game I should give them the US flag this time.
Who's got the potato this time? Is it Maxi?
Nuclear Pasta, the carry champ of Canada in chat. Most
Nice.
improved DM player 2026. Okay, I will do United States of America. Okay. I'm at 1 second.
I'm a 1 second too.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to Team Islands. Bengali pocket for Nathespike on their home map. Maxi has flank with the Chinese, sending the Vil straight forward onto Otter. And Maxi at the start sending villagers forward. Ah, that's also attractive for him, no? And Gamerisdc playing the shoe.
Nath did that as well, but he did it badly. Sent them sideways, had to send them back, and then send them forward. So not the smoothest start. You compare that over to Hazzy, who got a smaller distance actually to the water, but we got 3 Vils making docks immediately before Nath even arrives to start his first. So timing-wise, much better for the Americans.
Back docks for boOmstik though, so that will be a bit slower. He's making fire ships! Non-fast fire ships, what the fuck? You're picking Vikings for longboats, bro. Why are you making castle age fires?
I bet it's got to be a misclick. Oh no, it's more.
All his docks
it's
are
more.
cute though. No.
Oh, and now he's queued up some longboats.
In the middle, we've got Carex from maxymczech into Galleon, not straight away into Lutron. No dragon ships. I thought you often dragon ships, maybe Chinese. So a bit confused by the ship choices here by multiple players. backyback on the left side will try to go straight into his strongest unit into the Galleon line. Will be good against the Carex start here of Maxi. In the middle, Carex versus Fires is a decent opening for Nathespike, actually.
Yeah, but that's not because he did well. That's just because everybody else did badly. Yeah,
Everybody's
not
opening the wrong
smoothest.
ships here, man. Nothing makes sense. boOmstik also the back docks. It takes forever until his unupgraded fires reach the battlefield. Gamer is making the right ships, I feel like. Carrack, Lutron, that's the combo I think you want with Shu. Even though the Carracks don't have any attack, but they're only immediate shield anyways for the Lutrons. And
Oracle
Nath
is
is
right.
pushing in the middle.
Hazzy has landed. We are in between. A little gap
Ooh.
from Nath. We've got barracks and castle on the way down, massing up our units. This could be spicy. Mayans, they might not have the assistance on water, but if they manage to get some ground, it's going to be very
There's
rough.
no reaction so far. They have a lot of line of sight to free town patrol, but there's nothing in defense. There's one castle somewhere for Maxi at the back of his base. One villager castle here for Gamer. Ooh, Gamer. Has Gamer reacted to this at all? Oh yes, Lutrons trapped. The trapped Lutrons! The trapped Lutrons are coming in clutch! Oh no, they're not doing damage. Sad. He's Pierce Armor.
But
Oh,
it's
he's
brutal.
Garrison though. Oh. But, I mean, if they win water, the landing isn't that important. Lutrons versus longboats here. Germany
They've
has
lost a
already
lot of
played
ground.
and is playing today later again. Germany's here, the banger series that I cast before this against Spain, and we will see Germany A, the team with Viper and Nilly, in 2 hours or so.
This has been an incredibly successful landing out of Hazzy. It has put Gamer completely on the back foot, while Gamer is getting such a huge amount of ground with the Lutrons on the water. Their only vulnerability was to land, and leaving that exposed is so punishing. Because other than that, they really have complete control. Lutrons are doing everything. They're so strong.
Yeah, but I mean, even if they lose Gamer, but Gamer has his ships and can save some villagers, I feel like maybe the landing doesn't really do enough here, right? As long as the internationals win water.
I don't know, if it ends up being a 3v2. I really like the building the town centre, being able to reinforce the additional villagers. So it's such a low investment to get on this landing, and now the amount of distraction that it's put into place has been really worth it.
Yeah, that's true. Nathespike reacting with elephants now, right? Someone needs to react. Gamer was kind of too slow. Also doesn't have great land units with the shoe. Making some white feather guards. And now that Nathespike is investing into the landing, he's forgetting his fleet, and Hazzy swoops in with a switchback to Otter and fast fires off the Maya. And Nathespike is losing all his navy.
Yeah! Real tidy push, and then backed up by the longboats. And because Gamer had received so much damage, the Lo Xuans are not actually being actively controlled because we're having to focus on a little bit of the defense. And Nate's having to do kind of so much heavy lifting that it's not working out. This looks like a position where American team actually look just a tiny bit tidier.
Gamer still has his Lutrons, at least they're taking out dogs, can take out this castle. Maxi still pushing on the left side, has the Chinese dragon ships going against the fires there. So Maxi versus backyback still going good for the internationals. The petards are just chilling, nothing is happening there, guys. Chat blind. And some Carracks entered there, but the Lutrons just eat the Carracks, right? Backyback can't get his foot on the water.
Landing is cleared. Finally, like the elephants, the massive elephants is... who needs siege when you've got big old elephants? And the thing is that they'll be in a position, if they manage to really lock down this water, that they can land themselves. First bit of landing is down from Nath. Castle starting to be built. Not a huge amount of response on land, and we're burning through our resources quite quickly. In fact, Backyback's kind of boned. Actually,
he has Lutron in his backyback.
Yeah.
And yeah, Germany A with Viper and Nilly will play 18 GMT today against India. I will cover that as well.
That's so soon. 18 GMT.
Yeah, in 1 hour and 15 minutes actually. Time flies.
Zooming along. GMT's so last.
The castle is still up somehow. Maxi even investing into land. No, I don't like that. Oh, that's why these landings work. That's also why the Swiss landing worked so well against the French. Because all the 3 French players invested into land and panicked to the landing. I think if you're getting landed, there needs to be one player that knows, okay, it's my job to defend landings. I make the land army, I fight the landing. If all 3 players fight the landing, you get to behind on water, but there's a counter landing by Nathespike, and water control is still looking good for International A.
And that's what I was saying. Backyback was in a real tough position, and now that the landing came in, it's had to kind of pull quite a lot of the attention away from the water, and the water is pretty much won.
It's looking great for International. boOmstik messing up some fleet. boOmstik is still a bit on the water with the Vikings. Everything's kind of melting to the longbows. There is the Lutrons though. Full frontline water control for Maxi. Maxi carrying once again. I mean,
Castle finally
it looks like a
down.
joke, but it's not.
Castle is finally down. Both teams clearing up the landing, but at the back of that landing clear up, it's who has control of the water. And
Maxi
in this instance,
water, yeah.
it's our international team. Elite cannon galleons and longboats doing plenty of work, but this is giving Gamer a bit of time to maybe attempt to stabilize. What's mad is we're over 100 kills.
Right? He's 130 pop. He just needs to produce. He has some resource incomes, right? Who needs food? But I think he's fine. I mean, he did retreat his ships, allowing boOmstik to kind of go help versus Maxi that's still rolling them from the backside.
Ah, but even if they join together, is that enough to deal with this Lo Xuan mass? Especially with some Carracks on the way in to act as a little bit of a front line.
Oh, my capture age crashed.
Oh, my capture age crashed as well.
Okay,
but the game didn't.
Yeah, same. it's okay, we just restart here. But
that's amazing that both of our capture ages crashed.
Actually kind of interesting
exactly
at the same time. Yeah, that means it's not connected to our capture ages, right? But connected to something in the game that made it crash.
So I rejoined. I'm at 1847.
Oh, I'm at 1902.
That's okay. I can get there. Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Smooth as silk.
Maxi getting pushed back a bit at the back. Nathespike has ungarrisoned his dogs. What are they firing at? I don't know. They're firing at some stray units by Hazzy. Middle control. I mean, we could still like adjust our navy a little bit. Nathespike is trying to land again. Camels shut that one down though. And Maxi is bringing more dragon boats and carracks as a front line for this water fight. I feel like the other two should try to go around the island on the right side again. Yeah, the water trade is going in front, but at least it could give wood. It's full wood trade for Gamer. Let's go. Gamer knows the new mechanics.
Maxi got a lovely path in on that navy with his dragon ships. Like, that was beautiful. They melt. Obviously they melt. Because they got super close to the carracks, but it was nice. It looked beautiful.
They got too far away though, I think, by that, right? So the carracks could actually win, and they need to be closer to the Luchons. And Maxi says, "Help!
Help!
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 Help! Vikings are here! Help! Transport!" Oh! He's picking Nathespike's transport with the Ratha. Okay, Nathespike manages to unload them before they die. And then we raid the wood line.
Still, we've been given an awful lot of time now for boOmstik to kind of semi-stabilize. But I think we just have to pull our navy that's over on this northern side. boOmstik just needs to run away and let his ally die for a little bit, I think, while he remasses. It's
like
it's a sort of losing.
All navies combining now. Where's Gamer's navy? Gamer's navy is still in the south, killing some wood choppers.
It's really navy in air quotes. I mean,
yeah. Hurt Luchons.
Luchons. Turns out they're enough. They're a ridiculous unit. Like,
especially for the shoe, they have extra arrows. That's really helpful against ships.
It's
kind of
Deathmatch,
a longboat mixed into a Luchon.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. The power. It's not even power creep. It's a power yeet.
Mm-hmm.
Like the unit is just too good en masse. Like, yeah.
Super expensive in RM, so you never see the mass, but in DM when you get to master, it's just invincible.
The fact that there's nothing, like, the turtle ship was like the most ridiculous ship in the game, but now it's the Luchuan by like.
No! You haven't seen new turtle ships yet. They are also way more ridiculous than they have been. They are also power yeeted forward. Left side looking dicey.
Really bad placement from Maxi. His entire navy gets quite a lot of pressure. The Luchuan's not able to do stuff that they would like to, and it's a pushback. Gonna have to rely on
numbers.
boOmstik.
Trade numbers are looking better for international though, so maybe they've got more in the tank. Even if they get pushed here, Nathespike sending some more units there. It's not enough carracks for them, I feel like. Their front line is too small.
It's going to be a bit of a slog. How far off are we from running out of wood on these islands? Pretty close, actually, for our American team. Our wood is kind of concentrated on this northern side. Most of it gone to the south of their island, and over on the other side, I think there's actually quite a lot of wood left over. So, if wood game becomes a thing, which we're not a million miles off at all, I do think that there is an advantage for our international squad.
Sorry, a bit distracted by my phone. This could probably filtered it out, but the stream could hear it ringing, I guess. big army now,
Well,
or big navy for Nath, so they're massing up a bit again. General military advantage in favor of international A.
The way
cannon
that they
gains.
shred longboats, man, it's not fair.
No, it really isn't. That's supposed to be an anti-building ship, and it shouldn't take out one of the supposedly amazing, unique ships in the game.
Yeah, like it's the one thing that the Vikings really have going for them on water, and like the longboats are doing absolutely nothing in this.
On my stream yesterday, so many people doubted why Shu would be good on water, and Aurico said, why would you ever play the Shu on team islands? They don't have attack on their Carracks. Yeah, that's why.
Just Lucian, that's it. You don't need anything else. As like in a team game setup as well, when you've got somebody else that can take that little bit at the front line. But even without that, Game has been able to just sort of dominate his side with one kind of boat and then a Castle Age fire ship. I mean, come on. Like, come on.
Gamer also the only player in the game that has eternal wood supply because he is water trading. And water trade is only possible with docks, right? So it will be hard to set that up even for the US team.
Yeah.
They're denying some woodlands too.
They get wood as well from their trade?
Yeah, that's
That's
also new.
That's kind of crazy.
Water trade, you can click on the trade cogs and decide whether they should trade 50-50 gold or wood. Oh, he's trading gold now though. I guess he has enough wood still.
Like, that's huge. Just to be able to, in the super late game, just infinitely generate wood.
What can Bengalis do with farms? I'm not sure what you're on about, Huggy. Castle? Did the Lutrans just with their arrow projectiles kill a castle? They're fighting units? They didn't even fire the anti-building shot! They were firing at the nearby units and they killed the castle.
Just too much of a flex. Still, we're in a sort of the last ditch pushback now of backyback. Getting a decent engagement against Maxi, but again, nothing really able to deal with the Luchuans. We've managed to push back using cannon galleons and a dream. We've managed to push back the navy of Gamer and regained quite a bit of ground. More docks down at the back, but we are hemmed in, I believe, is the
boOmstik
term.
redocking at the front as well, but it was found out.
Our wood is non-existent. It's a
boOmstik still has wood.
It's an over game.
boOmstik has a 7k wood bank, but how do they get wood supply long term? Gamer should long term be the only one having it with 37 trade cogs?
Well, there's only... What's that? 3,000 wood left on their island? Maybe 4,000, if that? Yeah. They've got gold, they've got stone, they can't even necessarily take it. They've got trade, but we're in a situation where...
Trade also a lot shorter, right? Because they lost the shoreline, so they have pretty short trade compared to how far the international team is able to trade.
It was going to be an uphill battle. And again, Saracen's burnt here. At least they definitely went for the win. You know, they played this out and they've cleared up the navy on the left-hand side, pushed it all the way back, regained quite a lot of space, which is very important for them because it means that they're keeping access to the last tiny little clump of trees. The small clump of trees.
Front of their island though, full control by Nathespike. Whenever he clears these docks. Not many cannon gains there, right? Galleons really don't take out docks anymore. Elephants are being masked on the island of the USA. Traction traps coming out for Gamer. Sending some rest to Maxi.
There's really not much that they can do. If anything, I'm surprised they're still here.
I think they're hoping that the opponent's team runs out of wood first, right? But Gamer has the trade.
We might get a disconnect, you know?
Still
One of their
trading
PCs
gold,
might
though.
go down.
Gamer should really trade wood now. I thought he was trading wood earlier, but maybe I missaw it. Like, he's trying to set up border trade.
Another donation came in while we were casting from a Ranger.
Let's go.
It's
Ranger!
another $50.
What?
Which
Massive!
will take us, yeah, we're over 400 now, so $430 in the prize pool.
LFG! Adjusting my overlay. It's not on this scene anyways. Gamer carrying a disc. What's on that disc though? Backstreet Boys?
I want it that way. Tell me why. And there we go. Wood is now gone from the island.
You say wood in my base. You're taking stone. The villagers 27 mils of Hazzy long mining stone. Where are they even walking? Oh no, that's Becky's TC. It's Becky's TC! They're walking until here! Oh my god! GG is called International A unbeaten on Team Islands.
Well, it doesn't help when you have literally the worst water pool possible.
At least it's a pool.
That's the only damp bit about it. It was more like a wet towel, but there we go.
Yep. USAP wanted their 3-0 badly. Now they're out of civs. Is it reverse sweep territory? We'll take a quick look at the statistics, but not in Capture Age because Capture Age had crashed. And then we can take a look at the civs. Oh, the KD for Gamer. Man, Shulutrans. 711 to 362 KD.
And he was really put on the back foot for a little bit. That raid from Hazzy early on was quite effective.
Sometimes you underestimate your opponent's says Daywalker.
Is that coming from experience, or?
I think that might be a comment of someone that's happy to see the USA teams doing similar mistakes to the GB teams.
At least there's a team out there that doesn't have to worry about saying sorry. Oh, sorry about that, bud. Gotta go find a caribou.
Gamer got 5 relics! Gamer had the time to collect 5 relics during this game. Oh, Gamer loves relics. He has 5 relics. Collected all the relics on their island. Maybe he even stole some. No, he didn't take this one.
You know the temptation was there. He was thinking.
The temptation was definitely there. 2-1 International A on the scoreboard. US in trouble. No Saracens. No first line Civ anymore for them. I mean, guess the other Civs were Maya and Vikings, which you don't want to use on land. And they still have Mongols and Bohemians for International A. Bengalis, Chinese, and Shu. Very vertical Civ usage there.
Move it to Canyon Lake, though. What do you even play? I don't think I've watched Canyon Lake. Would I like Canyon Lake?
I don't know. Do you like Siege?
Yeah. I mean, I like watching Siege. I don't like necessarily playing Siege, but that's because it goes badly for me.
You don't like playing against Siege, I guess, right? So
Yeah. Or if I go Siege, somebody micros it down with archers, and I'm like, but Everybody's trying to be freaking Hera and Leary now. Microing down my mangonel with their 4 fucking archers doing split micro. I'm like, what? Why? I mean, I can see why. It's because it's working, but it doesn't stop it being irritating. Who are we waiting for? Are we swapping
Got
out
boOmstik, Hazzy, and Wrecked so far. Gamer and Maxi, so maybe Griffin's coming back in. Maybe internationals will field some of their more mysterious players. We will find out, and I will be back in 30 seconds.
We'll find out on the next episode of Otter, Going for a Wander. It's nice. It's been pleasant to watch some Deathmatch with you all again. Nice to see you, Hamza, Salto, Pasta, Polar as well. Had a lovely time hanging out with Polar at Red Bull Wallaloo and Polar's friends. And we also saw... Who were we hanging out with very casually for that little bit? It was... I mean, we saw T West, but there was another person, and I'm assuming she was a streamer, but I had no idea. I had no idea who it was. Oh, Magnolia. I did know who it was. Yes, I just don't get starstruck very often. I did get a message from my younger brother today, though. That doesn't happen very often. He said, your name goes far and wide in the AoE2 community. Someone on Maria's stream knew who you were. What a famous man. Well, so there you go. That's in like normie Twitch world, you know. That's regular Twitch streamers. They're going, oh yeah, I know Tom Snuffles. I am closer to T90's fame and influence than I am to Ludwig's, so take of that how you will.
Magnolia used to play DM as well, a little bit. I played a team game tournament with, I think, the 3-2 Save DM. She was in a team with me.
Right.
We faced Nikov and Ashley, so we didn't come that far, but she was doing really, really good in training.
Yeah, well, she was lovely. Like, but then again, everybody I met at Red Bull was lovely. It was such a nice time. And I don't even like Empire Wars, so, you know, all in all, what a great time.
And Griffin is back in the lobby, so will be Griffin, Gamer, and Maxi, a combination we haven't seen yet. Therefore, Nath is benched for Candy Lick.
These civs, though.
It is
These
that?
civs for the Americans.
Oh, the remaining ones.
They have to go all in on trying to get the next win, right?
Or you go in on game
can't.
5, I guess? Map is game 5. Or the legs. I guess you can go Georgians, Ethiopians here with Frank's pocket and hope to win this one, yeah.
Yeah. I think if you split your civs, I think you're going to be in such a rough spot. And then over on the other side, what, we go Burmese, Malians, Romans, maybe? Or Mongols.
Maybe
There's fucking
Bohemians
Mongols
here.
there.
I think Bohemians here is better. Bohemians, Mongols here, I feel like. Fit better on this map.
Well, because if they go Burmese, and just go for big old elephant push. That's going to be so hard for them to go for if it's Georgians, Ethiopians, and Franks.
Yeah, I think you rather want to have the elephants if it's Khitans or Tupi, but I mean, could always be that USAP uses like Incast, Khitans, Tupi, and then use their power stack in game 3, right?
Yeah.
You kind of can't know that as International A.
No. No. But it has felt like USAB has been, like, every Civ selection that they've done is to try and get the win. Like, they burnt through Saracens on the last map because they were still trying to get the win on what was going to be a Civ loss map for them. So, you know, fair play to them. I respect that a lot of having the gusto, let's say, to always try and get the win instead of burning through your civs.
Oh, as Daywalker said, they might have been a bit too confident especially after how game 1 and 2 went, right?
Yeah. This could easily level out, and with the civs left over, the reverse sweep is more than believable.
They have started.
It is Burmese, and it is Ethiopians, Georgians, and Franks.
Okay, they're going for the 3-1.
Burmese, Malians, and Mongols. Honestly, people are just walking into my brain. I'm here. I'm saying the words, and then the things are happening. I'm just like, it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary.
Gonna be a quick game? I don't really see that quick of a game here. Ethiopians, Georgians are relatively slow. I mean, there's Franks, but they're pocket. I'm not going for the insta defeats here, like with the Cumans, what we saw earlier.
But from the other side, though.
Burmese, maybe. Can do an all-in. With Mongol support, maybe.
Burmese, Malians, and Mongols. There, we can rush. We can rush. Gonna force the Ethiopians into either full halb defense or camels of their own. Franks are pretty much countered by so much of the other civs that are going on here. If you end up with a Franks Malians matchup,
yeah, maybe you need to triple the Ethiopian or something, because like Georgians is really scary, and I don't think you can defeat them early. Ethiopians is a bit slow. Maybe with Malians, if it ends up being Malians, Ethiopians on one flank, and then you go hard on that, there might be a chance for International A. Prediction is up if you want to gamble on what you're saying, Hamza. We're about to start game 4.
Game number 4. Did we think we would get here? No, we didn't. We didn't. So very, very happy with. I'm still not in. I'm glad that you're still not in either. I thought when you changed over that you were, and now we are. I'm at 1 second.
Setting flags. 0 seconds. At 1, 3, 2, 1, go. boOmstik with the Ethiopians will be facing the Malians for Maxi. That's what I just said. Maxi's opening stable. He's reformed. He's not opening a range. And a top read of the Burmese for Gamer versus the Georgians for Hazzy. That's going to be very tough for Gamer. Griffin has the Mongol pocket a bit slow. Rekt as the Frank pocket a lot faster. I think Maxi needs to do wonders here.
Oh no. Oh, Gamer absolutely balls that up. 1 Vil goes down, sends his Vils away from the TC, even though he had a sort of clumpish setup. That's going to be 2 dead Vils almost? No, it's just about saves it.
That, but needs a defensive castle with the Burmese. You also should start barracks, I think, with the Burmese, but okay, it's a barracks start for Hazzy, so not going for that Cavalier to do the immediate damage. Now the barracks coming for Gamer.
Very, very lucky to have faced that level of upset in the early game, and because there's no additional pressure coming on, because Hazzy uncharacteristically not being mean. What is this?
Well, he's sending the Helmetiers forward. Are we making some champions? The swords are coming for Gamer. +3 attack on those. What's happening in the south? Some rushing by Griffin with the camels. Did not find a villager though. Camel wants to attack a barracks, unfortunately. Frank's coming to support in the south against the Malian. Shouldn't be too much there against the Malian camels at least.
I mean, do we really want our Mongol player to just be getting as many castles down as possible here?
Siege workshops
like
as well,
Mangadai's
right?
got to be the
Drill siege?
yeah.
I feel like in
Gotta get
3-3, drill siege is
zooming
even more
siege.
important than Mangadai. Mangadai might be more important too.
As it stands, Frank's always a useful pocket. Slightly less useful when
Gamer's
the
kind of
amount of camels on the
pushing
field.
in the north, but he can't get to the Ville because he has no ranged unit. The castle is still being constructed.
Oh, castle does it!
Oh, the castle! Oh!
The castle does it!
Let's go!
Castle defense.
Gamer's playing so solid, man. He just started playing, he's only watching DM. I mean, sure, the start was a bit nervy here and we have a Palisade wall, but I'm really impressed by how Gamer, for the first time playing DM outside of Pick and Mixer, is playing in this tournament.
It's the power of watching, you know. He has a feeling about what he might want to do. Does Maxi have a feeling about what he would like to do? Well,
Survive.
receive raids.
Yeah,
Paladins.
it's a hard push. Mangadai are there. Some siege produced by himself. The paladin's going to intercept
Time out.
Town. Two paladins will try to intercept the drill siege. The drill siege is coming forward quite fast. That's what it's drilled for. Getting some shots at the front is Griffin. The siege managers are also there for the Ethiopians though with the more splash damage. Can be very dangerous unit as well. Takes out that siege manager. Traps not really in place yet. Second trebuchet coming for boOmstik. Malian army trying to stop them in front of the castle. Gebeto flattened.
Hazzy's SO have just done absolute filth to Gamer. Having no siege at the back of this has been so punishing.
Yeah, always need your own onagers as flank, even when you don't have
Or at
siege
least
onagers.
some
It does have
Cannon galleons. Not cannon galleons, some cannons. Some bombard cannons would have been...
But bombard cannons are being produced a little bit, yeah. But I like some onagers and then bombard cannons. Trying the bombard cannons, but it's looking tough on both ends. Castle falls for Maxi. There's all of Griffin's army, so maybe they can stabilize the south a little bit. But I'm not sure Gamer has much to offer. Mangadai at least coming in support up top.
It's a good push. The amount of siege out on the field, Hazzy has realised the weakness of Gamer. And has definitely punished. There's so many Mongol onagers. There's 22. And they are about to all die to the paladins running in. $17, $16. Okay, that could have been more expensive. We could have lost more. Defense not too bad from Griffin.
Holy Abmaß for boOmstik. 54 Arbalists. Don't see that too often in a game. Siege just for hunting them. Get only 5 though. And here comes the Frank Paladin. Mars and Mangadai are not that great versus Paladin. If you can get to Paladin, the Paladins can swarm through everything. Obviously, you get to Paladin really easily in DM. Siege is going down as well. And the raids at the back as well. Paladins everywhere from Hydra.
He's played it so well. Like, genuinely, the Frank play has been so successful here. A chunk of that is down to support. The SO usage has been very strong, both in the north and the south. And poor Maxi has lost too much ground. Apologising to his team already. The writing is comfortably on the wall now. I don't think there's any bouncing back. No position for Gamer, no position for Maxi, no hope as the GG rolls in as the last Ville goes down and Maxi is 0 for 0. Almost defeated. GG.
He still had structures, but USAB takes an expected but less comfortable than imagined win over International A, and International A at least continues their streak of being undefeated on Team Islands. But I mean, this is a team of top DMers. You had a hard task, but well done, Gamer and crew. Hi, Gamer. Well played. Amazing carry with the true neutrons on Islands. Yeah.
Yeah.